Hello there, everyone. Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well. Came back once again with some more Guilty Gear Strive ranked matches. As I try to come up the platinum ranks with Baiken here. Look, my first one's gonna be a Ramlethal player. And I need to actually think here for a second while I'm trying to get through my stuff because it looks like they are ready to go. I didn't get my Tommy. Very unfortunate. Or did I get my parry there? All right, they have been just ready to go since Jump Street. I haven't really hit them. I didn't combo. Very unfortunate. I don't understand why sometimes even on hit like that doesn't like combo like I think it should. In that instance, like it didn't miss. It just for some reason didn't. I thought they might go for a sword toss there. My presumption was completely off base. And unfortunately, they fell a little bit short to not get hit by that 6B there. Wait, do that to pull them in close. I did that again. I do that gunshot sometimes just to keep up pressure, and sometimes I get lucky and people just mash, and they just outright get hit by the gun. I forgot Ram had that, and she just missed. It was unfortunate. Trying to get 2H there to kind of clip them as they fall on the ground. And that beat my Kabari. Alright, we are going to get across up here. We do have to watch out for their super. Because Ram's got a reversal. Again, why did that not combo? I was pretty close, and they did get hit by the first part of it. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I'm just not understanding how heavy Kabari works. Clearly. But, yeah, it kind of feels like it should just, combo if they get hit by it. Alright, that was negative, isn't it? I can take the parry there. I couldn't tell if I got hit or if they got hit for a split second there. I thought I was standing, but I guess we were not. Alright, they're gonna get the wall break. I didn't get my super. We are gonna get the parry. And steal his first round here. Alright, take that. Alright, we'll burst just to get out of the whatever they were doing there. I would figure everything this is what they might do. Well, I put myself in the corner here. Alright, we had enough space. I think the reason I wasn't getting that when I was trying to do that was because I was too close to them. Where that was a little bit more spaced out, I just went for it, and it just did happen to work out. As they tried to press there. Alright, we managed to get a hit there. shouldn't have tried to parry. Right, they actually, for Ram, do not throw their swords a ton. Again, I thought I was standing there, or I tried to at the very least. Right, I'm surprised we didn't actually die there. It sucks. Okay. I should have paid more attention to their meter. I had to get my... I had to get my parry. Very unfortunate. Okay, we do that right to hit there. Got to get the parry. I unfortunately did not get my 6B. Alright. Do manage to get another round in here and tie things up at around a piece. I didn't get my Tommy. Oh, I wasn't sure what part they got hit by. I should have Roman canceled there. I wasn't 100% sure if that was combo or not. Grab me out of my 2H? Alright, we do manage to get a hit though. That does aggravate me about grabs sometimes. Like, you'll be doing a move, and then even though it's still kind of, or it appears active, you can still just get grabbed right out of it. So that's just how Guilty Gear functions, and I gotta get used to that. But alright, we do manage to win against Ramlethal here 2-1. Hopefully we can piece some more wins together. But good game to that opponent. We'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. Going up against a Bridget player. It's something we do. I think I recognize that name. Is this the Ramlethal player we just played a second ago, but just playing Bridget? Yeah, they switched awful fast for me to have, like, literally as soon as I, queued back up for the next match, like, I had already found one, so if I'm correct about this being the same player, then they switched unbelievably fast. Alright, got used to going up against Bridget though. That's right, Bridget's got a DP.
One step at a time.
Alright, round one goes to them. Okay, I thought my sword might stop them from doing that, but they do with the man grab, but they do have time to block. Alright, take that. DP. No, they actually just try to grab. Okay. Had to try to fly, but that's too slow to beat that. Was I not stand blocking? Here. Well, I did not expect the yo-yo to hit me right in the face. All right. First round's going to go to Bridget. Let's see if we can tighten things up here. We don't get our 6P, but I think I might have been in the process of bashing, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate. The command right there. Go for it again. Alright, not doing very good in the Bridget matchup here at all. Alright, we don't get a parry. Very unfortunate. Alright, that was kind of a weird interaction there. I do manage to outright get the hit though. Let's take super to get some knockdown. I wouldn't be surprised if they DP'd, so let's be on the lookout for it. Alright. Ah, it's a little bit too far away. I do manage to catch him there with the Yoshanzen. I do catch him on the low there. God, that has some reach on it. Of course it does, Bridget. Where was my parry? Unfortunately, did not get my jump there. Alright, we do catch him with the backdash. And manage to win the second game here to bring the set to 1-1. See if we can actually manage to win 2-1 here. Parry. DP. Alright, that time we just go for the grab. That's very unfortunate. Alright, there, get the wall break. Because they use a super, they are going to get a knockdown here. I thought I would just stand blocking. Again, I thought I was, following the button. But damn it, they weren't close enough to press the jail. Where was my gun? I tried to shoot them out of the roll forward. Did they yo-yo hit me from behind? Alright, we do manage to get the hit out there. Oh, that's unfortunately. That was kind of wonky. I was like actually doing the sword slash, but I think it was just a little bit slow. Alright, we're gonna get the wall break here. Alright, I think we caught him walking backwards there. Managed to eke one out. Probably rather undeservedly so, but he wins a win. We don't get a parry, very unfortunate. God, that has a higher hitbox than my... Where was my parry? That's very unfortunate. Because that move has a higher hitbox than I thought. Alright, Super should hopefully get us the win here. They may live with just a minuscule amount of health. Alright, thankfully that we still got the tatami. even though they canceled there. Probably not a deserved win, but I'll take it anyway. Good game set opponent. Go back on a 5 next match. Alrighty, looks like I found potentially my final opponent here. Going up against a Venom player. So we'll see if we can not get zoned out and actually play halfway decently against Venom here. We do get low profile right out of the gate. Actually, finally fished out a hit there. Oh, they didn't combo again. Alright, may get hit, but they're still gonna get shot. Ah, I tried to keep the pressure. I was too far away. Alright, but they're gonna get chipped out from the kick into tatami here. That was definitely their match, but we just kind of happened to get lucky there. Alright, I tried to 6P him there. Alright, he's getting hit by everything now. Fuck. Alright, well, we are blocking, so hopefully we can continue to block here. But unfortunately, we're going to get low profiled as we're trying to block the giant ass sphere on the screen. I do manage to fish out a hit with Yoshanson here. Alright, we get the wall break. Alright, we get a hit there. Alright, I gotta stop falling with the heavy. That move plus. Alright, should still live, even though it's not gonna be with much. Alright, he does manage to get hit there. I kind of jumped like that because I thought he was going to go with the full ball because that's what he did off the last ball break. But thankfully, he didn't do that. And we do manage to eke out a win. And I do mean eke out. We had no help at all. Alright, so first that. Alright, kind of felt like I was already on the ground, but the 6P does beat most moves, as long as it's not a low. Alright, we didn't even hit Venom that time. Alright, we do get to parry there. Go cross up Yoshanson here. Stay off the burst. It hit me on the other side. It was good defense until it wasn't. Can't versus go around. Alright, we'll take super here, because I think we're close enough to the wall for it to get the wall break. Might be wrong. No, I was dead wrong. Is I not blocking? And why didn't I get my burst? I mean, it wasn't X'd out. Not exactly sure why we didn't get it. Alright, well, unfortunately, we're going to drop the second game to Venom here. See if we can play better and actually manage to win the set. I tried to slash to punish the grab, but he recovered fast enough to still hit me before I could get my slash out. Again, was I not completely facing that side and blocking low? I don't understand. I completely whiffed that move, and I thought I could jab check in there, but we still get hit outright anyway. Alright, not a good start to the first game here. That's the thing that aggravates me about grabs in this game. Like, that was an active kick. I don't know how I got grabbed out of it. Like, I can understand him blocking it and then me getting grab punished there, but to get grabbed out of it, like a move that's kind of already going across the screen, just kind of frustrates me a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I know that I should be playing around that kind of stuff better, but it's just, it does not compute to me, I guess I should say. But you would think, as long as I've been playing Guilty Gear, it would, but I don't know, still just kind of one of those things that I find weird. All right. All right, we're unfortunately dead there. All right, well, I did not play well enough to win that against the Venom for sure. But alrighty, I do believe I'm going to end the video here, though. If you made this far, thank you for watching. Good games to everyone that I played today. If I didn't say that already, like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.